Okay, Ranga, let me know, like, do you have any questions or confusions on the things which we discussed in yesterday? Quickly
Uh,
recap.
no, just give me 1 minute, Shiva. Let me wear my headset. Yes, Shiva, let's start.
Okay. So yesterday things are clear. Let's move on to the today's one. So we are differentiating each other. Like yesterday we are going through right cloud-based resources and on-premises based resources. For on-premises, we used to call a word called traditional IT. Okay. So if you see this table, it will give some clear idea about uh, how cloud computing and how IT traditional IT will work. When talk about infrastructure, so traditional IT is a physical servers. Even we can able to touch those servers. It's physically available to your eyes. It is physically present in your location. You can go and you can able to do whatever you want. But when it comes to the cloud, it is virtual and managed by particular provider. It could be either AWS or Azure or it could be GCP based upon the cloud provider which you had. Then when it come to the cost, I upfront. Yesterday we were discussing like if at all you want to set up your own traditional IT systems means definitely we use cost is required because of the costly servers and ecosystem and the cooling system, electricity and hiring the engineers for managing that. Like this, plenty of things will come. Those will come up during the I upfront cost. So then when come to the cloud, pay as you go model, nothing but kind of a postpaid. First use it, then later you pay it. But compared to traditional IT, I upfront cost is right. But this pay as you go model is very cheaper. Like also we are discussing yesterday, like whatever you're using, that much only you need to pay. Same model works here. Scalability. So traditional IT, the scalability will be very limited. You might be know the word scalability, correct? Scalability nothing but whenever there are more requests are coming, if at all you want to increase your capacity of your applications, your servers, that is called as scalability. But in on-premises, the traditional IT, it is not possible to do that. But when it comes to the cloud, we can able to do that. That's a scalable on the demand based upon your requirement. Then when it come to the maintenance, so in traditional IT, manually we need to do the maintenance, but when it come to the cloud provider, it is fully managed. Nothing but the cloud provider only taken care about this maintenance activity. Then security, if you think about in traditional IT, on-premises only can provide the security, but when it comes to the cloud, it's a shared responsibility. Shared responsibility, nothing but your entire content and everything will be in a shared hardware where, but nobody can see the data, but your data and other companies' data, everybody's data will be kept in a particular hardware only. I mean, it will be stayed in the same hardware. Maybe you can take an example like this. Like people used to live in an apartment, correct? So apartment owner, I mean who built the apartment guy is different, but those guys purchase and will be staying there. Same way shared responsibility model is like that. Like for example, apartment owner is Shoba developer means, so you can pay the amount to the Shoba developer and you can purchase one flat in that. So like that, you purchase, your colleague purchases, your neighbor guy purchases, like this many people can purchase and they can stay there, right? Same way, even you're paying a rent for the resources which are there in the cloud, right? It's kind of you can treat them like a single rack or multiple racks where your servers, your colleague servers, your friend servers, your other companies servers, those are running in a same place only in physical architecture. That's the reason we use the word called shared responsibility model. Okay.
So if there
Any
is any problem for that particular rack, means if all the customers will be affected, right?
exactly, all the customers will impact. That's the reason AWS will be offering so dedicated tenancy. Remember the word dedicated tenancy. What is the meaning of tenancy? Let forget about tenancy. Tenant, you might aware about the word tenant. T-E-N-A-N-T, tenant. Tenant means like rented guy.
Yes.
Correct. So dedicated tenancy, nothing but there will be like whatever the resources you are going to be use in AWS, right? So those resources they'll create separately for you. They'll put up those in a separate rack itself for you itself. For your company, they'll create separate rack. They'll put all the resources, whatever you're going to provision, they'll keep it in a different the rack itself. So that means that's a more secure and along with if rack failed means only your servers, whatever there, I mean your entire company will be shut down because in that particular tenancy your servers only there, right? But that is quite costly.
Yeah.
Okay. Like this shared model will work. Any other questions?
No, Shiva.
Shall we move on? Mhm. Next, when you talk about the overview wise and already we gone through that AWS world's leading cloud provider with 175 plus services are available, offering like compute, storage, networking, security, DevOps, and big data solution it is going to provide us. When we talk about the infrastructure wise, global infrastructure, I said these three words are very familiar words we used to remember in a day-to-day activities wise, correct? That is regions. Region is a geographical location where AWS set up their data centers. Region is a geographical location where AWS set up their data center. Then what is availability zone? Availability zones are discrete. Remember, availability zones are discrete data centers within a region. Availability zones are discrete data centers within a region. In one region, more than two availability zones will be there. Then what is edge location? Edge locations are the catchy locations. Those are behind CDN, content delivery network. Where are those put up? In worldwide locations. There are 400 plus edge locations are available in the overall world. As I give an example, in India, 17 edge locations are available. Some of them are in Bangalore, Chennai, Mumbai, Pune, Hyderabad, Delhi, like this. They spread it across Kolkata also. Then when you talk about the real world use cases like where this AWS predominantly using, one way is Netflix, where Netflix people uses AWS to stream the content globally. So like even Amazon Prime also using for that too, streaming only. Then Airbnb, AWS handles millions of bookings. Airbnb is like a booking software, booking company. There also people are using for booking. Uber, AWS enables real-time ride analytics. Nowadays, Uber is very popular for a this transportation wise. So their end-to-end complete the Uber company was running itself AWS cloud. Then banks and fintech, financial technologies companies also using AWS. It will be providing more secure solution for financial transactions and financial institutions also. That's the way AWS was got some popularity. Thus I given an example, right? There's a every year there's a chart they'll prepare, Gartner chart or something they used to call GARTN, Gartner chart. So those guys will use to give a survey and they'll check and they'll provide that. So if I take AWS started in 2006 around, from there to till here, if I take AWS is the topmost service provider in the world for cloud computing. It's a
Okay.
pretty much on the AWS side and global infrastructure side. Next, if at all we want to create a account, what are the steps we need to be followed? And what are the things that they're invalid in this particular account? Those things we'll discuss. Do you have this AWS account which are active now?
I don't know, Shiva. I have created one during training, but I have not used for a long time. I'll create one more account.
Okay. You can, anyway, steps are here. If you need any help at any moment, you can ping me so that I can help you out.
Uh, I have requested for access. I have you given me access to document? You send me an email.
Correct. I added that. You can't able to read that.
When I clicked on the link, it says request for access. Then I mentioned my name and I requested. I
Okay,
think.
I'll count it again. Okay. Yeah. So the first and foremost thing, we need to visit this link, https aws.amazon.com. If we go there, it'll ask login ಅಥವಾ create an account. If you don't have an account, since we need to create a new account only. When you click on create a new AWS account, then it will ask some details. Then it will ask some details. Let me show that, but I won't. Uh, I have an account already. I won't create, but I'll show the options of it looks like. Okay.
Okay.
AWS. So AWS console. You can type it simple AWS console. So it will open like this. This could be the URL you can straight away you can use. So when I click on here, create a free tier account is there. Above also account is there. If you want to see first learn about the free tier, here is the steps are there. What are the things you'll get free? Gain free hands-on experience with AWS for 12 months. So that means 12 months it's free. Okay. So again, skim to the same page only for creating an account. It will open the page like this. When you click on, even if you click on this create account, right, it will come to the same page only like this. So here only you need to put the sign up for AWS is there, right? Here only you need to update the things. So for example, root user email address, user for account recovery and some administrative functions. So here you need to put up your email address. So once you add your email address, then here we can put up a account name. Maybe account name, either you can put your first name come last name, or else you can simply put a root, so that we can understand this admin account, because in AWS cloud, root nothing but admin. Okay. We can put root, and you can put email address, then post that verify email address. If you click on, it will send you one email with some code. So we can make use that code, and you can put up the code. It will ask the code in the next window. There you can put up the code, then post that. It will ask for a credentials, username, passwords. It will ask. So
This AWS account is usually root, right?
root account, admin account mainly.
Okay. We should not put our name also something. So it should be okay. Understood.
You can put your name also, it won't be a problem. But I mean, in future class, we used to deal with IAM users and IAM things, right? That's the place we used to
Yeah,
get confused. That's the reason we have put the root na, then easily remember, oh, this we are in the admin account, and when you create a user and when you log in, that is a normal account like that.
understood.
Okay. Then provide, after you pull up these details, email and password. If you did this, then it will ask for account details. Account details means the debit card details, because AWS, if at all you want to access AWS seek your debit card details, but that's valid only. Debit card or credit card, any one thing can be added. Okay. So even if you add debit card, if you add credit card, does not matter. So I mean, if you pay the amount, if you pay the amount, then only AWS will take. Doesn't mean that AWS can directly deduct your amount from your debit card or credit card. It won't be like that. Until you pay, then only AWS can take. Then why do we need to add this debit card means? Because AWS will going to deduct 2 rupees from initial verification purpose of the account. So for that, the debit card details are required. Okay. That too, the debit card should be, I mean, it could be anyone's, MasterCard, Visa card. This will support. And one more thing, it should be the international transaction should be enabled for that particular card. If it's enabled, then immediately payment will happen, and it will be account will be activated. If in case your debit card not enabled for international transaction, then definitely you need to contact your bank to enable the transaction limit.
Okay.
Okay, for you might be it will be enabled for you. If not enabled, I mean, if you're getting any error, you can let me know. Then we'll guide you through how to. I mean, if you have internet banking, you can enable yourself. If you don't have internet banking, means then only we need to contact a bank.
No problem. Uh,
Okay.
Shiva, take
Then
care.
that's after that we have a provide contact and billing info. So then post that we can verify the phone number. It will ask for verifying the phone number. There are two methods will come for verifying. Either you can choose voice based method, either you can choose SMS based method. If you can choose SMS based method, immediately they'll send one OTP. You can enter that OTP. Then also it asks for PAN card number also. You can add the PAN card number also. Then post that we can log into the AWS management console. But prior to the login, it asks that what type of plan you want to choose. That's a select free tier support, free support plan is there, right? Free tier support, enterprise support, developer support, business support, like this multiple options you will get. Out of that, you can choose only free tier support. Okay. Post that once you click on the login button, you can able to log into the AWS account. That's the
Yes.
steps related to AWS account activation and creation. In case your account 2 rupees related, your account is created but services are not active, nothing but you're unable to access anything. Then we need to create a ticket with AWS team for account activation. So that will take within 24 hours. So they'll check and they'll update and they'll make the account should be active mode. That's a further step. If in case if it's not active means if it's active, then no need to worry about that. We can able to access the resources whatever we want, and we can able to deal the things.
Okay.
Next, once you created an account and once you are able to log into the account, what next? Okay, we have to do some hands-on activities first. What are those? We can need to explore AWS console and services. Like we are not sure, right? Like you are not sure right now, right? What are the services we are using? What are the services where it will be available? How to access them? I mean, kind of a you can talk like this AWS portal demo. You can think like that. Portal means that AWS login portal is there, right? Once we logged in, where are those options and where we can able to access the related information? Those things we can able to see from console explorers and along with services side. Then post that navigating the AWS regions and availability zones also I'm gonna show. Anyway, for me account is there. I'll go through those. Okay. Once your account is active, then you can also be go through that.
Okay.
Okay. This is the AWS account. Once you are able to log into the account, like this, it will open. I mean, these things won't be there for you because I have my account is old and I have access to many things, so it's getting up here. Correct. So for you, nothing will reflect. This console home will be there, but recently visitor services nothing will be there. I mean, little bit things will be changing for you. Okay. Like once your account is active, then at least you will get to know how the things will be moving on. Okay. So this is the brand new logo of the AWS. That's in technical term we used to call it as AWS console home. Remember, this is the option which we use called as a AWS console home. Then the next icon, this is a services icon. The next icon, whatever you can see, right? That is a
Okay.
service icon. If I click on that, if I click on that, then all the services are reflecting. You can see here. If I click on all services, see A, B, C, D to till X. You can see I just clicked on all services. You can see all the services reflecting this much only AWS. Whatever things you are seeing here, right? This much only AWS. So this if you calculate, you will get 175 plus services you can able to see in here.
How
If
how
it
you clicked on all services? Went to console home.
here only, you click on this console home, right? If you
Okay.
click on console home, can you see here all services in the down?
Yeah, yeah.
If you click on that, here view all services, it will appear.
Okay.
Alphabet wise also you can go, but we want to see all right. View all services if you click on, will come to this page.
Okay.
Okay, here everything will be there. So if you learn this all the services right, if you learn this all the services right, then you are capable to write AWS having 13 certifications, AWS having 13 global certifications. Those certifications you can able to write and you can able to complete. If you
Okay,
can run this entire AWS stack means you can able to certify, get certification of 13 certifications you'll get. I mean, you need to write and get the certification. That means.
understood.
Uh,
The
so
solution architect will come in which and all services, not
uh,
all this very
not all, not all. That's what we are going to cover up. As per our course is there, right? Our course
yeah.
agenda will be AWS Certified Solution Architect Associative, AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner, AWS Certified System Administrator, AWS Certified Developer. These four certifications our course will complete.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, Shiva.
Then particular service you want to access. We have a big search bar will be there here.
Okay,
In this search bar, whatever you want, you can able to search. For example, I want Lambda. See, Lambda is coming up. You can click on and you can able to go. In case services if you're looking for, it will come. Features if you're looking for, resources, documentation, knowledge articles, marketplace, blogs, events, tutorials. What you are looking for. Based upon this also it will be guiding us.
okay.
Then logo is clear. Services console home is clear. Search bar
Yes,
also clear.
yes.
Next, what is this icon then? That icon we used to call it as a cloud shell. This icon is called as a cloud shell. What is this meaning? Nothing but, let's just give a simple example. You have a Windows laptop.
Yes,
In Windows laptop, everything you can able to control and you can able to touch base and you can able to open it via using mouse keypad because of this is GUI, graphical user
correct.
interface. Correct. Same way, you have a CLI also they'll give command prompt CMD. In CMD also, in GUI whatever you're doing, same thing we can able to do it by CLI also, command prompt also.
Yes,
Same way, in AWS, in the GUI whatever you're doing, same things you can able to do it by Cloud Shell. Cloud Shell is like a CLI for this AWS.
understood, Shiva.
Next, we have a bell icon. Next, we have a bell icon. Bell icon is also called as a notification icon. What is the significance of this? Nothing but in case AWS is performing some activities, ಅಥವಾ AWS has done something, some rollover AWS has been done. Because of that, some of the services was affected. Remember, AWS has did some release, some of the services are impacting. Such a moment, they will put up what services they did the maintenance activity, what are the services are in downtime, or what are the services are not working, what are the services are in impact mode. Those will reflect in this bell icon.
Okay. So basically, that's a notification part, and whatever AWS does will be shown there, or whatever we do also will be shown there.
What you are doing is won't show anything. What AWS doing, they'll show.
Okay. Okay.
So for example, background AWS only will be doing, right?
Yeah.
If you're doing means where you do, you'll in the server you will do, or in the bucket you will do, in the volume you'll, in storage you will do, correct? But these
Yeah.
all are invisible physical, not a physical components for you, right? These all are, you if
Yeah.
you're doing this, it will only impact your application, your company only impacting, correct? But
Correct.
AWS doing means not only you, entire yeah, the world is facing,
Yeah.
like that they'll plan.
Okay.
Next, what is this symbol then? This is the help symbol, ಅಥವಾ support symbol. So I said, right, if suppose your account is not activated for a certain while means we used to create an account to AWS for account activation request. Those requests we can able to create it from here. Support. Generally, you suppose you need some help with AWS, then you can take a help from here.
Okay.
Remember, Only account activation related things only free for you. They'll help.
Okay.
If your account is not activated, your debit card you want to change, your address you want to change, such kind of issues, you can create a ticket and AWS can handle those solution for you. But you cannot ask any technical support help. That means
Okay.
you have created a server, the server is not responding. You don't know how to debug. Okay. So those kind of issues you cannot ask. Why? Because you're under the free tier.
Okay.
Then who can ask? Company people can ask. How come? Means because those are in the paid tier. What is paid tier? There's a business plan, developer plan, enterprise plan. I said plans. You are in free tier plan. The company people will be either in developer plan or business plan or enterprise plan. So out of these three, any plan if you take, then they will support technical support also. But remember, that will be extra charge, not free. That will be extra charge. Then next icon, gear icon. So in case you want to make your browser some light green, lightish or darkish, that you can able to make it in the this symbol, current user settings button.
Okay.
Then where your, I mean, we talked about the word region, correct? 30
Yeah.
plus regions there. So these are the regions. If I click on this location, these are the regions. If you see, these are the 30 regions are there, and also there are 15 plus regions that are not enabled for this account because of the free tier limitations. They didn't enable another 15. So total, if I calculate, so almost 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 are there plus 15. 17 plus 15, 32 approximately.
Yes.
Total 32 regions are there. This is where 30 plus regions means 32 regions are there.
Worldwide, how many regions there is, sir?
Overall world they plus 30 plus. Total when you calculate this 30, 32 we are getting.
Okay. And this option will not show availability zones, right?
This won't
Only
show.
on.
This only show regions only.
Okay.
Availability we cannot see here. But where we can see availability zones means in EC2 console. While creating, right? EC2 server. I'll show
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
Then next, this is your account details. I am a normal user. Okay. So these are the account details. For a you are a root account means definitely there are plenty of options will be reflecting for you here. Okay. That's a high level overview about.
What is that multi-session support when you clicked on your name?
Correct. Multi-session support nothing but AWS support logging into multiple root, IAM, or federated roles in different accounts at the same account in the same browser. Enabling multi-session support will change the AWS console URL in this browser by adding a subdomain. Be sure that you are able to access all subdomains under AWS Amazon for you enable its session support. You can turn this feature on and off later at account menu and console navigation or console sign-in page. Okay, I'll tell you what it is going to do because this is a very new feature. They recently introduced this. Using, I mean, assume that Ranga, you are able to log in now. Assume that you are able to log into this browser, your AWS account. Correct.
Okay.
You created some IAM user in this
Okay.
account, in the root account. You created some IAM user. So those account also you try to log into this particular browser.
Okay.
That means it's a two accounts. One is root account, another one is IAM user account.
Yes.
Both you cannot able to log in. I mean, login you can do that, but what will happen is it will automatically refresh the browser and only one account will stay. That means either you can stay in root account, either you can stay in IAM user account, which is latest one that only will be there, but the remaining
With
will be auto logout.
without using incognito using with the same browser.
Without using incognito, if you're running in the same browser with a new tab means like that will happen.
Okay.
That's the reason. Earlier how we are using will be opening incognito window and will trying from there. We will be
Yeah.
opening another browser and will be doing there. So
Yeah.
in case if you don't have another browser means
Correct. Okay.
it's kind of difficult, right? That's the reason AWS enabled multi-session. That means even if you enable this, then multiple accounts also can be logged in. It won't log
Understood.
out.
Got it, Shiva.
Next, whatever the services you are accessed recently, those will reflect in the recently visited place. This is the recently visited place. Here you can able to see them. Next, any applications are running, any applications you created, those will list out here. Then, welcome to AWS. What are the new things are there in AWS? Because remember, you always keep a tab here. In AWS, any new things they're evolving, any new things they're releasing, those you can see it here. Welcome to AWS. Get started with AWS training and certification. What's new with AWS? Those everything we can able to undergo here. Then
This is
AWS,
standard. Even when I log in, I can see the tabs,
you
or
can
I
see
have to.
this. All you can see. Only this tab is not reflecting. Recently visited only it won't show, but rest you can see. Okay.
Okay.
Next, we're talking about the health check, health status, right? Health. So you can see there open issues zero, but schedule changes one is there. Schedule changes one is there. So we can see that what they scheduled. When I click on that, this will show. Ah, Cloud Shell persistence expiring. Cloud Shell persistence expiring. From where ongoing issue. Start time is this one, end time is this one. One entity. This is affecting. So AWS is working on this one.
Okay.
AWS is working on this one. Then cost and usage report for this particular month, how much I used. Okay, what was costing more? I can see that. So even remember, free tier nothing but not completely free everything. Some of the resources are free, some of the resources are costly. Okay, even if you got the bill also, you are not paying means AWS won't do anything. How many
Okay.
days? Some certain days, 4 to 5 months, they won't do anything because
Okay.
we are the learners. While learning, people used to do the mistakes and bill will be getting correct.
Yeah.
That's the way some of the bill might occur, but you don't need to pay that. If you're not paying, they used to send some mails. Then post we're not reporting any responding anything means post maybe 2 or 3rd month they're going to deactivate our account.
Okay.
Even if they deactivate, what we'll do? We'll create a new account. Even if
Yeah.
suppose amount is negligible amount, at least below 100 rupees or something means we can pay. There won't be a problem because we're learning at the time and correct, right? So we can pay. But if rupee 500,000, 2,000, 5,000 like that is service, no need to pay that. Ignore that.
So when you say about this amount, which will get, which they will charge us, this
Uh-huh.
is this amount, is this amount that when we are learning, because of the learning, for example, we are using some service, and service for using that service, they'll charge us, or without our knowledge we allow some service to run, and then that is going to cost money. How the money will be cost?
Correct.
Just
That's
as.
right. Right question. So, for example, you take an example like this. AWS EC2 is there. That's a place we used to create a server. You created one server. Assume that server you didn't stop. The server was running. How long? Whole month the server was ran.
Okay.
Per day 24 hours is there. Per day 24 hours. Correct. Okay. So for month if you calculate 720 to 745 hours it will come approximately
Okay.
per month. Whole month 31 days if you run this particular server without stopping, without doing anything. So approximately 750 hours will come.
Yeah.
Okay. That much only free.
Correct.
Next month, day end 31st is over. Next day, first ride. Again, that value will reset. Next month, 750 hours again. So now you think logically. Instead of creating one server, you created two servers. Both the servers you
Okay.
ran whole month. Now they given free for 750 hours. But what you did, you
Yeah,
create
correct.
two servers.
Yeah,
Then your free tier was over 15 days itself.
yeah, correct.
The remaining 15 days, you need to pay the amount.
Yeah, correct.
That's the place the bill will be generated.
Okay, but otherwise, if you want to use any kind of service for using the service, we will not be charged, right? Or is there any charge? You said
Best
some.
practice, I'll tell you. Instead of you think logically, our class is only 1 hour will take, correct? That
Correct,
moment only you'll do all the practicals. Or
correct,
else that moment 1 hour you will use, and post that after finishing the class for practicing yourself, you will use the server another 1 hour 2 hour, correct? Even
correct,
roughly if I calculate per day how many hours you're using that server, hardly 5 hours only you're using, correct?
correct.
Then out of 24 hours, you minus 5 hours, 19 hours are there. Still simply you're running 19 hours of the server.
Yeah, it's waste. It's
Yes. It's not
under.
worth for you also, it's not worthy for AWS also, correct?
Correct.
You do one thing, you can stop the server.
Yeah,
If you stop, whenever you want, you can start.
correct.
Then
No, that is not my doubt, Shiva. My doubt is like for using its server service, for example, for EC2 free, for Lambda, are they going to charge? Or if you are
Lambda,
going any service, it is like
anything used in AWS, some of them, those are free only
okay,
until some limit. If you reach the
okay,
limit, you need to pay.
okay, understood.
Okay. That's the reason I'm always insisting to stop the server. When you're not using, stop it. When you're using, let it use.
Okay,
So if you stop means AWS never charge.
yeah, understood, Shiva.
Stop the time. Okay. Next, solutions. For example, you want vetted solution from AWS for popular business and technical use cases. Like you can see, launch generative AI applications with minimal coding. Now this word is very popular. Gen AI, generative AI. What it going to do? You just give a syntax, it'll go write a complete code, kind of a chat GPT kind of.
Okay,
Detect and remediate coding errors. Like you wrote the code, your developers wrote the code. You want to remediate the steps. You want to fix the errors that we can able to use. Deploy conversational AI powered business applications. Like AI powered nothing but you might be know this Zomato, Swiggy, food ordering platforms, correct? While you order the food, like you want to inquiry that where is your the parcel, okay, you can able to open the chat support, and if you click on that, there they're using this kind of deploy conversational AI powered business applications only. Means you give some syntax like where is my order? Your order is on the way. It will reach maybe 9:30. Your order will be delivered to you. Like that, it will going to be give some things. But those are automated. Nobody, no human being there. Those are automated cases. Okay, like
oh,
this also we can build.
okay,
These are the new business orientation things.
okay.
And you can see, I mean, where this both combine, if you're looking, both are looks for machine learning only. See, learning AI, deploy LLMs, business support limited time off, fully manage benefits of the Amazon machine learning, like that.
Any idea what is LLM?
uh,
Is it a service?
learning learning logical models or something people used to call that one in this one machine learning.
It's not a service in AWS, right?
It's a service in AWS. ML of SageMaker we used to call. The service name is SageMaker.
Stage maker.
Sage, SAG, SageMaker.
Okay, okay,
That's for creating machine learning models. AI,
okay,
artificial intelligence.
okay, okay.
In my company, they're using SageMaker. That's the initial level only, beginning level. Okay, like this. Even if you can add the widgets also, extra things also we can able to add. When you can click on, like you want to see quickly access, manager instances, open source, patch things, those also we can able to add that.
Okay.
That drag and drop you need to do like this. Patch compliance, managed instances, favorites, like this. We can able to add them. Drag and drop. That's a add widgets.
Okay.
This is widgets. Okay. That's about the things. So once your account is activated, then I'll show this check billing dashboard, enable multi-factor authentication in your account, create an IAM user with limited permissions. Those things we need to be do that. That's I mean hands-on things. Then industry use case, if you think about a startup hosting a website using AWS free tier account, a company training employees using the free AWS services, AWS resources.
Okay.
Then common cloud problems and solution if you search it. I mean for debugging and the cloud issues, so if you think real world challenges, people always face the issue high latency. That means use CloudFront and enable auto scaling. Solution will be. I
Okay.
mean, the best solution for this we were discussing yesterday. Big billion days are happening. The big billion days without any latency, people are accessing the websites. Correct. That's a place this will come into picture. CloudFront and auto scaling. Unexpected billing charges. Set up AWS budget and cost alerts. If you set up a alert, for example, you set up a alert whenever my bill generate and whenever my bill near to $10, so get send an email, send me an alert. Like this, you can set up a alert also. I'll gonna show and I'll set up the alert for you in your account so that whenever you will be crossing some dollars, right, then you'll get to know. You get an email. Security risk. Implement IAM policies, MFA security groups. I mean, those are all high words. We didn't hear about those words anyway. In future classes, those are coming up. Then data
Okay.
loss and backup issues. Use AWS backup and cross-region replication. So that's a word we call it as a disaster recovery and backup. We used to call the word as a disaster recovery. Disaster recovery means something goes wrong means. So how do you recover back? That one.
Okay.
Server downtime and failures.
Get process disaster recovery.
uh, Backup and disaster recovery.
Okay.
Backup and disaster recovery.
Okay.
Server downtime and failures. Deploy multiple agent and elastic load balancing. Yesterday we were talking about the word failover and along with the high availability, correct?
Yeah.
I said high availability means multiple servers, failover nothing but fault tolerant, sorry, fault tolerant nothing but if suppose one goes down, how others will come into the rescue.
Yeah.
That one.
Okay.
Now, what are the possible interview questions they might ask in the interview about this all?
Yeah.
Okay, these are the basic things. But anyway, few of them we didn't know till. Okay, what are the key benefits of cloud computing? If you can refer, what is the difference between IT traditional model and cloud? If you compare, that is your answer.
That
How does
scalability,
ah,
cost, and other things, right?
exact correct. And yesterday you already asked this question. How does AWS ensure availability and fault tolerance? Correct. Availability means AWS can create a servers in multiple availability zones, and fault tolerant nothing but we can able to set up a auto scaling and load balancing so that it is going to take care about the rest of the things. What is AWS shared responsibility model? But we need to learn this, not right now, but in upcoming class.
Okay.
Then how do you secure your AWS account from unauthorized access? Just you saw one word, MFA,
Okay.
multi-factor authentication.
Yes.
That is the solution for this. How does a company save cost using AWS instead of on-premises infrastructure? You're able to answer this question?
Now, how does a company save cost using AWS instead of on-premise? Yeah, by uh, implementing the resources in cloud, right? Uh, as a
Cloud,
company,
pay as you go. But
the pay
on-premises, I
on-prem, we do high cost in on-prem, and then pay as you go model in cloud, and
correct.
then maintenance will be everything is related to cost in on-prem. but
Correct.
in maintenance it will be a shared responsibility. Sometimes it is shared, or it will be managed by AWS itself.
Correct.
It depends upon the service we are taking. I think if it is dedicated, again, it will be AWS only.
Correct.
Uh, yeah,
Then what happens if an AWS region goes down?
if an AWS region goes down, this is the question I asked yesterday, but you said only availability zones can go down. Region cannot
Available
go.
can go down, but region never goes down. If at a worst condition, complete region was goes down because of the power, electricity, or maybe due to some natural circumstances.
Yeah.
You crack the word natural circumstances.
Okay.
If you don't have a power, no problem. We can put a DG diesel generator and we can able to start it. We can put a UPS and we can start it. But natural circumstances means you can treat it like this: earthquake occurred,
Yeah.
okay, tsunami occurred. Those we
Yeah.
control human.
Yeah. No.
Those are occurred means definitely region can goes down. So for further scenarios only, AWS will keep a backup in another region. That's the word I use: disaster recovery and backup.
Yeah.
They'll
Correct.
set up a disaster recovery and backup to a different region, so that if this location is down, no problem. We have another region, right? We can go there and we can able to use it from there.
No, in this case, there will be any fault tolerance or or
Tolerance.
high availability because we have to switch over, and automatically it will switch over.
If you that automation we can do. If at all you want switch over automatically, you want to switch over, that option also there. Or else if for cost saving purpose you want to do manually means, that also there. Both are supports.
But this is not in this. I'm just asking. In this, it will not be a single point of problem for one customer, right? If the region itself goes down, it will be a lot of customers who are using AWS will get affected.
Correct.
So
That's
that
the
is every
AWS
is
prefer
using. Yeah.
auto failover, automatic failover. That means what they'll do means, in this region, whatever the customers, whatever the data they kept, right? AWS also keeping the same set of data in a backup to another region.
Okay.
Okay, immediately AWS switch over all your resources to that region.
Okay.
Not single customer, everybody's.
Okay. Okay.
Even you cannot feel that, oh, my service was down. You never knows about that until AWS releases a press meet and AWS informing this particular region is down. You cannot get anything, because that's a smoothness AWS will maintain. And AWS accuracy, if you talk about 99.119, so you can think
Okay.
nobody will provide that much accurate. Correct.
Correct. And Shiva, in this case, in this question, high availability is used, right? Not fault
Exactly.
error. Okay.
Both will be used. IO availability means multiple servers will be created in a different region, right?
Yeah.
That, and also why fault tolerant will be required? Fault tolerant nothing but something goes down, it will automatically switch over, right? Because region it goes down here, then switch over happen to the different region. There's a fault tolerant also occurred there.
Okay.
Then
Okay, Shiva.
this two we cannot answer right now, the last two questions, because until we learn S3, until we learn EC2, then only we can answer these two questions.
Okay.
Then uh, for you some assignment, okay, you need to compare the differences between AWS, Azure, and GCP. Either it could be a cost mechanism, either it could be a services wise, either it could be a release date wise, or the number of users wise. You can think anyway. You just differentiate at least some few differences between these three cloud providers.
Okay.
And once your account is activated, I mean, once you created the account, maybe probably today if you start, tomorrow your account will be active. Okay. In your
Okay.
account, explore AWS console. I shown right console how it looks like. List
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
least 5 services with the real world use cases. Nothing but out of those, many services will come will be there in your AWS. Okay, you pick up any of the services. Okay,
Okay.
what is the use of those services? Just one line you can write.
Okay. Okay.
For example, IAM, what it will do, EC2, what it will do, IA, S3, CloudFront, VPC, like this. Any service you can take. At least you can take 5 service and you just list out what are the things you're going to use in that. Why it's required those. Okay. Then
Okay,
check AWS billing dashboard for free tier usage. This I need to show that you once you created it, you can show. Then enable MFA and submit screenshot for security best practices. This too also I'll gonna show it in the next class once your account is active.
okay,
Next session agenda will be these things. We'll be directly move on to the IAM, the first service in AWS. So there we start what is users, what is rules, policies, groups, how to create them. Those everything we'll discuss in the next class.
okay, okay.
Okay. Any questions now?
Just test mode and assignments. Compare, explore, reduce, console, check data, okay.
This
Enable
two,
MF.
this two
Enable
for
FA, I don't need to do, right? You said? Okay,
this two below two not required. Above two,
okay, okay. Got it.
below two next class we need to do this.
Okay,
Okay, because your account is not yet active, right? That's the reason. Once it's active, this billing dashboard, I need to show that first. Where is the billing dashboard? How the filter looks like? I'll show that. Then post that you can do this remaining too.
okay, okay.
Okay. Hope you're clear on this, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool that then, Ranga. Then we'll catch up tomorrow then. Okay. So tomorrow you said you have office, correct?
Tomorrow
Tomorrow
is my off.
half, huh? Okay. Then same time works for you, right? Then 3:30.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool that then. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Sure.
Bye.